Hi sewing friends, welcome to my sewing room. My name is Beth. If you're new, welcome. Today I'm going to try to recreate a little bit of this quilt that's on the front of a greeting card that I received quite a while back. It's been in my sewing room here and I've been wanting to figure out what block was used and how it was done, so that's what I'm doing today. I'll be using the same colors that were used in the original quilt, and I'm going to cut my squares 3.5 inches. I need to make quite a few half square triangles, so I'll be cutting some reds, dark colors, browns and blacks, and a background fabric that's sort of a tannish yellow. For my block, I need 2 red squares, 8 of those black or brown squares, and 6 of the background, the tan or that soft yellow. To make my half square triangle, I'm drawing a pencil line from corner to corner, and I'll put a seam on both sides of my pencil line. After making all my half square triangles, I'm going to press towards the darker fabric, and then I will trim them all to 3 inches. At this point, I have 16 half square triangles, and I'm beginning in the center of my block and arranging those red triangles sort of pointing at each other, and then I'll work around in each corner with the last of the half square triangles, sort of pointing them in at each corner, and that's what makes this beautiful block called a double Z. Once everything was laid out, I began by sewing my half square triangles together to make 4 rows, and then I put those 4 rows together, and I always use a 1/4 inch seam when piecing my blocks. after getting all the half square triangles together, this block now measures 10.5 inches. I had fun pulling out some dark fabrics from my stash, blacks and browns. I don't often use those colors, but it's kind of fun to try to recreate an older quilt. It has that old-fashioned look, and I am enjoying making these quilt blocks. Here are the first few of that beautiful double Z quilt block, and the original quilt has sashing, so I did try to add sashing and some cornerstones. My sashing is 2¼ inch. I used some leftover squares to make the hourglass block for the cornerstones, and I think it's really pretty. It's fun to use an old quilt and sometimes even a greeting card as inspiration. Tried to do a close-up of the card to show you there is one block where that center hourglass is going the wrong direction, and it's hardly noticeable, but it's kind of fun to have a little mistake in there. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.